Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Uh-huh. So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
Your favorite podcast, it's Critical Blast.
Hi, and welcome. Doing a little crazy bookmarks and sketchings and stuff today, and maybe some jewelry stuff. It's kind of going on, basically flowing, free form, just trying to get some stuff accomplished. So, these, I don't care. For the bookmarks, I actually do use the cheap kids' pencils because it's actually better because I need the hard lead. I'm just trying to find spots. I'm just a little out of sorts today. Don't mind me. We all have those moments. And it's just freeform day. Freeform, right? So decide what I'm going to try to do and get it started here. And yes, Pops, hello. Let's see what's going on. Real quick, get this open so I have it so I can respond to chats on occasion here if I need to. Because while I'm looking down, I can't see them unless I have them down here too. So it's set up now. And we start. In pretty free flow. I want to say sketch out. It's all just a question of relaxed hands and eyes. It's going to be a little shadowy. I'm going to be at my mom's for a couple months, so lighting's going to be kind of up in the air. Hello, Cap. How you doing, sweetie? So if it's a little hunky and hard to see, please bear with me just a little bit. As you get more used to doing this, you kind of get a rhythm for it. And you don't even really need to pull the hand up. And it just has this flow. It goes along the edge of the image inward and just completes it. To those who see me usually working on pinups, I know I'm doing more flowery, naturey stuff lately. I'm still going to do the pinups. Don't worry about that. I've just got a really crazy life right now that's hard to keep up with. And I don't really have space for all the pinup work the way I do it, so. But I'm a good daughter. Yes, I am. And at least I'm helping people out, which is a big and important thing in life, right? So. Go around the edges and just quick draw. And this is stuff that really does not take long. You just go along the edge, you just go with it, and it just flows. If I can actually function. I try to get the leaves to be a bit different on every leaf, not just look like the same. And my favorite leaf type kind of looks like a candle flame. I don't know why. Maybe it's a personal taste. Maybe it's a little bit of a personality thing. You had a pyro girl in me, but it's a simple sketch. And I'll come back through with the colored pencils in detail. And as I do this, it just flows the line down. I see my cat and that concerns me. What do you want, cat? She's like, you're doing something that takes balance and precision. Let me come jump on it. All right. So that you can see the base sketches really don't take long to throw that together. Hey, Papa. And then you have that. Come back through and you do more. Now, I need to do more pinups, but I'm not in the state to do it yet. Ooh, hey. But I will soon. I've got all these plans, and I'm going to make them happen. And the first plan is to stay here a few months and just raise as much funds as I can and replace my computer when I get home. Yep. And my computer's kaput. It's dead. It's worse than that. It's dead, Jim. Yes, I did it. And no, I'm not sorry. Pick a few pencils out and begin. Now, when I come up here and work on this, my goal is to find ones that'll blend well with what's already on this page. So, I'm going to have ones that kind of pull that color together. And I'm doing this intentionally half with this blue. And I'm going to come back through and highlight it in a moment. It's worse than that. It's physics, Jim. I mean. Yeah, I was seeing your comment about that. I don't know what happened, but I hope you get things fixed soon. Because holy crap. Not to sound too much like a millennial, but I would be lost without my phone. Of course, that's because I'm out here in the woods and I do videos for my channel on it. And I'm emergency contact with people with disabilities and stuff, but still. I'd be fucked up without it. I'm not even gonna lie. And sketch that away. Good. Get your phone replaced, because yeah, that suck. That's no good. Now sometimes I'm more of a precision person, sometimes I'm not. It depends on what art form I'm doing. Meanwhile, I have a cat licking my foot because she's a freak. So if I jump a little, it's not the cat, it's the cat. And we'll buff this out with the color. And there you go. Now the flowers are simple. They're just understated blooms, but they at least have some shade to the depth of the flowers. That's a start. Oh, fuck's sake, and lamb's alive. It's been one of those days for me. I don't know if I'm going to scream or just pass out, but I feel like I'm going to do one of the two. As I follow this down, we will just buff around the edge. And as you can kind of see, it fills in, it fills out. Gets a little more detailed, gets a little more fun. This is warm-up stuff, and I might try to draw something a little more serious in a few, but it's always good to get my hands in the rhythm. And I need the hands in rhythm right now. Now, these ones were prefab. This is not one of the kits that I cut myself. I know it's actually kind of weird because I cut a lot of these myself, but I got a good deal and I got a lot of these for a very tiny price. So, can't complain. But right now, I've got a pretty good example of how it details out. And it actually does pop some dimensions. These are just simple. But I can give you guys a little example real quick before I get back to work of what stuff I've been doing this morning. I was putting together necklaces to sell because I have to raise funds to replace my computer. So I was making angels. These are simple, simple little things. They're cute. They're fun. They're just angels. They're crystal, 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 and stone on top, and they all have a gemstone on them. And they're on a nice little cord with hooks. Simple necklaces. And I'm going to sell most of these between 5 to 15, depending on which stones and which stuff I used on them and how expensive they are. And then there's a few that are going to cost quite a bit more. Ones that I made that have a lot more expensive pieces on them. And so I'll kind of show you a couple of those. That. There's a set of turquoise ones here I'm going to show. These ones are large turquoise stone for the bottom, and then gemstones for the top, and higher end wings and metal findings and stuff around them. And they're kind of just made for fun. This one doesn't have the stone top. It just has a metal top, but the metal top is plated in silver. So it's just something for fun where I can sell these for $15, $20 and make money, and it's cheaper than most people would pay for that much turquoise. Because I got these, that I took these apart out of an old necklace at a garage sale. It's beside the point. They're giant turquoise stones. It still cost me a chunk to get the necklace. But these ones I'm going to sell for about $20 a necklace, and plus, of course, ship. And then I'm going to be good with it. And those will help raise funds. This is just kind of giving you a glimpse of what I've been doing. And it amazes me quite a bit what I'm doing at times, because this is the stuff I love to make. People don't know how much stuff I've actually made over the years. And I think that part of that's intentional and part of it isn't. There's simple angels. There's simple stuff. There's lamp works. There's all kinds of pieces here in different colors and different shapes and different shades. And I'm going to sell them over the next while. My next step that I was working on getting set up work on, which I'll bring over here for a minute so I can show a bit. And I'm kind of been in a weird place the last few days, so I may not be able to focus well. I may be way too ADHD today. Please bear with me if I am. I am sorry in advance. This is just me trying to function. All right. So these are the chords for the next set. And they'll be fun. They'll be lots of fun. And this is just so people understand the kind of stuff I do when I'm not just sitting here drawing on screens or bullshitting. And I do a lot of bullshitting, let's face it. Okay, so these charms are simple, but there's a reason I made each one. So as I lay these out, I'll pick a couple up and I'll kind of give you an example as to why these are what they are and why I made them. These are actually very in-depth and very important. They're going to go on necklaces like that as well that I can sell for a few dollars and also use for a bunch of different events. So there's a ballast and a context to why this is important. As I finish up with a few things here, I'll kind of explain. I have the full 20 of these for this set. Go with all those red cords. I do. They're all different shapes, all different beads, all kinds of things, and they're not quite, none of them are quite a match to each other. They're kind of intentionally put together that way. And there's mini dream catchers and arrows and feathers and there's all kinds of stuff. But there's a reason, and that's what I'm getting to if I can get myself there. Once I put these small ones out, I will show you a larger one, and that's where I will give you the little walkthrough of what these are, where they're more visible. So I will pull out these two because they are much bigger. Much bigger. And these two will add a lot of context. So if anybody's still out there, holla with your girl now. I mean, this is cultural. This is tribal, and it's very spiritual. This is the Sioux medicine wheel. colors. This is the colors of the Lakota. And the reason it's important, and it's important in the order that they're in, is because they have a significance. On the Sioux medicine wheel, you have 4 direction points of the circle, the compass: north, east, south, west. Each color on the compass is represented by one of these colors. Each color on the compass matches that directional focus of the globe for what the colors of the races of man are in that area. The point of the Sioux medicine wheel is that we are the perfect face of creation when we are joined together as one instead of divided. Told you it's important. And so that I do them on dream catchers, I do them on arrowheads, I do them on every tribal symbol I can get my grubby little hands on. Because they're really important to me. And they are. They are incredibly important to me. Then I drop them on the necklace. And the necklace cords are all in those 4 colors as well. And now you have a piece of cultural, tribal heritage. It is really bright in here. The overhead light is like super intense, and I am sorry for that. I'm more sorry for that for me than you guys probably. But I digress on that one. So this is a big thing. It's part of the whole heritage, and it's an interesting thing because I will be trying to sell this stuff at Crazy Horse. I'm supposed to meet with them in a couple months. And I actually had an opportunity to last year, but because of everything that happened with my family, I could not get to the meeting with them. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. But you do what you have to, right? Family comes first. And bullshitting second. So I've got all these, and I'm going to just put together a few necklaces before I switch back to drawing, because I told you I have a short attention span. So I've spent a lot of time prepping these, and there's a lot of projects here. There's so many. I have to drop it on, and I have to hook it together. And when I hook it together, comes around and hook the necklace. And yes, it's a little wonky right now. And there we are. This is, I guess, for layman's terms, for the best way to describe it is me expressing my culture, my spirit in a way that can benefit people. When I sell through Crazy Horse, part of that goes to help with charity work and outreach to try to deal with the res issues, and part that goes to me. And the part that goes to me, yeah, I've got a lot of projects I need to put it in for. Needless to say, it won't last very long. So, I need some jump wings. Wings? Wow. I have not been getting a lot of sleep lately, so I'm like super out of it lately. And I think it's reflecting a little on how I'm speaking while I'm trying to do this. Let me tell you describe. Tiny, micro tiny dream catcher. But it's done. So there's a little glimpse of what I'm doing. Okay, there's a little glimpse. There's a little glimpse. What else can I show you that I've been doing lately? And once again, I don't know if this is interesting to you guys. I'm just trying to give you a glimpse of what your girl's been doing while I'm going insane out in the middle of nowhere. Because I am in the middle of nowhere. I am go over 3 mountain passes to get to a town of 1,000 people to go to one store. Nowhere. But that's okay. As long as I've got the internet, I'll make do. I'll make do. I'll make do. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. What you are seeing right now is the reason why you should never deprive yourself of sleep. Sleep deprivation is not your friend. And yes, I'm a little scatterbrained. Yes, I'm a little out of it. And I'm sure I'm probably going to drive people insane today. And I don't know how long I'm staying on. It all depends on what happens and who comes on and what I do. I mean, just up in the air, right? But there's that. Ahead with it. And I've got this like desire to see how much stuff I can do in a few months while I'm here with my mom. So I've got like 5 billion plans I'm trying to interwork together. And hopefully that'll work out. And I mean, it's rough sometimes. So I send a couple messages out to some people and see what I can do for something. Thank you. And, we can make these sales really, really easy. Anybody who wants one for somebody? Well, let's see. $5 for the necklace, $5 for shipping, and $3 to pay all the freaking fees. So super chats 13 and up, and then message me on Twitter, and I'll make sure you get it. So, because I've got to raise funds. I do. I don't like getting something for nothing. I will give people stuff back. Because it's just how it is. Otherwise, reach me anytime on Twitter. I sell this stuff through the PayPal all the time. And I do mean all the time. But yeah, this is the tribal side of me. This is a little bit of handcrafted, handmade stuff that I've always done. I've been making and selling jewelry about 15 years. So, I mean, it is what it is at this point. It's simple processes. These are more simple than most of my stuff, but they're designed that way for bulk appeal because they're going to be being given away to hundreds of people at family events this year. So I have to have them easy to appeal to a lot of people. And that's the goal. And eek, 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 eek. Other than that, God, what am I doing? My husband was supposed to leave a few days ago, but the weather kept him here. Now he's saying he's going to leave Sunday, and it's still too dang soon for me. I'm going to have to be away from my husband for a few months. Yeah, it's going to suck. Netcat, Sweetie, and Iron Twister, and Papa, and Cap, and all you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in, really. So let me give you guys a little bit of context to some of what I've been trying to get along with. And I'm going to actually switch camera perspectives for a moment so you can kind of see what it looks like while I'm making. So, ta-da! It's a crazy woman wearing a dragon necklace, but it's a crazy woman. Awesome, Netcat. I know you've been trying to beat that for a while. So, when I say I've been making a lot of stuff the last few days, give me a moment to lift this because I'm kind of really, 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 really not kidding. Yeah, these all gotta get bagged up and taken care of. Everything must go, right? So this is where I've been at the last stages. I'm working on a lot of my writing, which is really crazy. And I am always down for a guest or two. And Netcat, you can come talk to me if you're up to it. Because I'm excited about ideas. And I want somebody to talk to. Because I'm bouncing. I'm going between bouncing ADHD, excited for all these concepts and all these ideas, or freaking out, depressed, dealing with winter. So I'd rather stay in the bouncy mode. Bounce. So if you want the link, you can come on up if you want to. Other than that, let me see what I've got here. Crazy chick. Mm-hmm. Anybody gonna answer about that? Yeah, So I've been trying to work on my writing and that. I'm getting there. That to me a big step because writing, Nat is one who can kind of witness and attest to this because he knows me in person. I don't go anywhere without a few essentials: my cameras and journals and pens. I'm going to be taking photos and I'm going to be writing everywhere I go. And there's a witness to it right in the chat who should be here any moment if he sees the link. But it's who I am. It's what I am. And I think we can try to pretend a lot of things, but in the end, we can't really deny who we are. There's my buddy. That kitty.
Not doing too much. Just playing games.
Yeah, that's usual. So you can kind of attest to people about me and my writing and my crazy.
Yeah, it comes with you. Just you bring your stuff. You bring your pens and all that stuff with you the same way that I bring my computer with me everywhere.
Have you actually seen me anytime when I didn't have at least one journal and my cameras and stuff with me?
Nope, you always do.
So this is kind of a thing for me. And when people talk about do what you're passionate about, I love my art. I love superheroes. I love writing. I love literature. I love all this stuff. And that's why when I started the show, I was like, I don't know what I want to give it. And it ended up just being, okay, it'll be kind of a whatever wheelhouse as long as it's within comics to art. Because so one week it'll be a themed show to this art piece, and this week, and some weeks I'll be doing pinups, and some weeks it'll be bookmarks, and some weeks drawing, and some weeks it'll be jewelry and painting and other stuff, and some weeks I'll be talking to people about comics and going over a history of the nerd culture and stuff like that. It's because there's so many interests I have within this little pocket of just comics and art that to nail it down is like trying to stick spaghetti to the wall with a,
Yep.
And I think that's to some ways both my benefit and my detriment. I don't focus well on one task, as you've kind of seen on the stream tonight, for those who've been watching.
All over the place.
I have moved with the kid. When I held this up here, every chunk you see on each side that's a different color is 20 of that piece.
Ah.
So when I held this up, yeah, that's kind of a major. Let's see. And since I just finished one of the sets of 20, there's 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80, 220, 40, 60, 80. Uh-oh, I need to make 20 more. I can't leave it at 280. That's just not right. Okay, so yes, I'm crazy and I'm hyper and I'm all over the place.
Nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm.
I am fun though. Yes, I am. So I've been posting the videos and all that and doing what I can, and I've been doing what I can to try to raise funds.
Mm-hmm. Something kind of amusing. In about 4 hours ago, I posted a short saying "Happy January 6th." I've only gotten two views. I don't think YouTube liked it.
I can't imagine why they would. I wouldn't either, but hey. I don't think it's what the media made it out to be. I just don't care for it,
Oh, I don't really either. I just felt like being paid, and I'm just very amused by the fact that that unlike pretty much every other short I put up, it's going, yeah, no, we're not going to give it to anybody.
See, I get that every so often where my videos just don't hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you'll see my videos and you'll see in the shorts and you'll see like anything from like several hundred to 7,000 views, and every so often you'll see one that has like 5.
Yeah.
It's like right in the middle of them, and it makes no sense where it happens, when it was posted, nothing. It just randomly doesn't pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're sitting there going, what? Okay, I did that the same way I did that. Why did that? I posted these 4 at the same time. Why did 3 of them hit the algorithm and 1 didn't?
Yeah.
A little consistency here, YouTube.
Oh, YouTube's kind of sucks at that. I see. What to play? Because I think I've had enough of Dark Souls 3 for a while, so maybe Dark Souls 2. So yeah, honestly, I don't have that much to talk about at the moment. Just figured that, hey, if you want somebody to come on, just bounce off of.
Hey, it helps me focus at least, because right now I am like crazy wired.
You kind of sound like it.
Which is really, really weird because I haven't hardly slept in about 3 weeks. This might be me going insane on air. Hey. If it is, maybe it'll be good for ratings. I mean,
yeah, and honestly, it's not that big of a deal. But going insane. I mean, you already are.
Really, you're saying that? I mean,
I'm crazy.
Poppy cattle much?
Yeah, I'm completely nuts. I own it. I own that.
And your wife has to because she married you, so we can already rule that one out. I mean,
yep.
Just like Steve is, obviously, because he married me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's pretty simple to figure out who the nutcases are, right?
Oh yeah, we're the ones that are interesting.
Hyper interesting, potato.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to look into doing more of this work, and it's like, have you ever just like frozen up trying to come up with something?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out these, and it's nerve-wracking. because most of the time I like my writing, and usually it gets good reviews and responses from people. And then I hit days where I look at every single one I look at, I don't like it. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't flow in my head. What the fuck was I thinking? Oh, what the stupid, why did I ever write this?
Just kind of second guessing everything.
Oh, yeah. And it's a pretty crazy thing, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I promised I'd come back into doing the show and stuff because the holiday's over, and I kind of was up sick half the night, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't be sick. Because that's a choice, right?
Well, according to all these nutcases that talk to me on Twitter, right?
Apparently.
I choose to be sick. Nothing ever happened to anybody unless there's a police report on it.
Yep.
That's one I love, is when they always tell people that nobody ever assaulted you if there's a police report. It's like, you do realize most assaults of any form go to the police.
Yeah.
But that's not a determining factor unless you're an idiot. Oh, wait. Now we figure out why they want it to be a determining factor. I find it greatly amusing to sit and laugh at the trolls because they're always so pathetic. They are always so pathetic.
True enough.
And that's, I think, the thing that really is insidious with society, is that we have this society that's kind of trained and bred people for very kind of egomaniac behaviors and selfish behaviors and stuff. And that's the behaviors that lead people to say stupid shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm playing Dark Souls 2, and this time I'm going to go back to my roots of I'm not wearing everything heavy. I don't need to carry around a huge ass great sword like I was before.
I don't know. I love great swords. I mean,
yeah, I'm sure you do.
Okay, so let's ask you something while I've got you up here. Favorite weapon you know from a comic? Now I'm gonna make you think.
The thing is that they're saying from a comic, and I don't really read that many comics. If you're saying from books, I've got better things to pull from. I'll just go for Thanos' gauntlet. Now, if I were to go from books, I'd go for Brandon Sanderson's. I think it's Oathkeeper or Oathbringer. Forget the name. I like that sword.
I can kind of see that. I like to try to picture it in my head, trying to remember it, and thinking about what you said.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, there's another one. I always forget the names of a lot of things, but I do know around what I'm thinking of. There's another one. You know Shatterversity?
Yeah, I've been kind of getting annoyed with him lately.
Nah, but
mostly because he's not been as accurate with the recent weapons, and he's defending AI art. So,
yeah. Honestly, that's a topic I'm not going to get into right now. but the book that he's written, I kind of like the sword that he came up for. I see. Shadow of the Conqueror, and what's the name of the sword?
You're not gonna think of the name, are you?
Nope. And it's not coming up quickly in the search either. Yeah. It is what it is.
So let me guess, because of how few people are viewing, notifications did not go out on this, did they?
No, it did not. If Steve didn't put it in, if Steve didn't put it into the chat, I wouldn't have had a clue.
Come on, Mama Susan. We are here working. We need our notifications. It's like, I've got almost nobody stopping in here. That's not, even if it's a stream where people aren't interested in what I'm doing that day, I usually get a lot of people stop in for a few minutes, you know?
Yeah, absolutely nobody showed up for my Dark Souls stream, and normally there's at least one or two takers.
Yeah, but usually one of them's me. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And drink. So, you beat the game.
Mm-hmm.
You feeling all proud of yourself now?
Oh yeah. Now I can actually say that I've beaten Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring. All of the current Dark Souls games.
And if you're wondering, people, he's not single. His wife is just very patient. I mean, no response, huh? That's making me concerned. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? What's going on?
Can you hear me now?
What's going on with my system?
Hello?
Hello.
I can hear you, but one sec. Yeah. I'm the only one here. I'm also hearing myself because I pulled up the stream.
My internet went kaput for a moment. It was apparently glitching pretty good. So I think I was late to you guys. I think because from what I could tell, you guys could hear me, but I wasn't hearing you, and everything I was seeing on the screen looked like it was several seconds after me.
Yeah, yeah. I was able to hear you just fine the entire time.
So I just got a delay that was building up on my side for some weird reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice to know that my internet is still fucky as ever. I mean, I'm in the middle of the mountains and it's winter. What do I expect, right?
Yep. Huh.
I can't focus. You ever have one of those days where you do tasks like 5,000 times because you can't focus?
Mm-hmm. And then I remember that I haven't taken my that I haven't taken my Ritalin.
No, you haven't taken your speed. Got it.
Me, cocaine.
Legalized cocaine, y'all.
Mm-hmm. It's in the same drug category.
Same reason why when I start writing or drawing and I'm shaking, I'll chug a freaking energy drink and start drawing.
Yep.
I kind of need those stimulants to calm you down, which is really, really weird to say.
Yeah, I actually found out one time and I managed to lose my meds when I was on a trip with one of my guys. That, yeah, pounding energy drinks actually works. And at that point, my client's parent just bought me a whole bunch of them. Yeah,
it does. Too bad my stomach is so picky and my tongue is so picky, and I can't have the sugared ones, and I can't have ones with sucralose, and I can't have this, and I can't have that, and it's like maybe 3 that I know of that exist that I can drink.
Yeah, and honestly, the thing is that I don't like how they taste. So
most of them I don't. There's a few fruit ones that aren't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta get to the few and far between, right?
Yep.
So I should make some earrings while we're talking.
I am currently I'm currently choosing how
current.
Fight me. I'm currently choosing how my character looks.
This is what happens when you're actually friends with somebody. You're merciless to them.
Mm-hmm. Now, if I were to tell you that actually bothered me, that would be one thing, but it doesn't. Not coming from a friend.
I don't know. Do you think I'd actually stop? I mean,
no, it's fine. But that's what I mean. Coming from you, it doesn't bother me so much. There are some people it would bother me from.
You'd be like, no, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I actually have done that.
Coming from me, somebody you know also does it sometimes.
Yes, because at that point it's closer to a shared joke than anything else.
So as I sit here and I dig through beads because I'm a crazy, crazy psycho bitch.
I think I'm gonna go for silver hair. Yeah, that kind of works.
Maybe the way you feel about me. See, I could get enough. Yes, I have all kinds of shit I'm digging through if you can't tell.
And how about purple eyes?
This might be a problem. I think I'm out of my silver head pins. Obviously, I've got gold and copper ones left, but silver I don't. Okay. Well, that's an interesting side note to this whole event, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think I just changed my plans on which ear hooks I'm going to use then because I don't have the right head pins for those ones. So, turnabout, change plans.
Yep.
You have a weird echo every so often.
That's odd. It's just coming through my Bluetooth headphones. Oh, that might be because I only have one of the headphones in, and the other one is just kind of laying on my chest, so it might actually occasionally get to the microphone.
So in other words, it's still your fault.
Oh yeah.
You see what I have to put up with, people. Net Kitty is a big pain in my butt, but I still hang out with him because I'm a masochist. What can I tell you?
And I occasionally actually make you laugh.
Oh, I often laugh at stupid things. I mean, I know people who get offended at some of my jokes. I do. And I'm always looking at them going, you do realize I'm just bullshitting you, right? Like if I was serious, I'd get a lot meaner than this. And let's ask the expert. Have you seen me meaner than this? The silence is deafening, isn't it?
It's crap. When I go away from the from Chrome to because I was just sending a link to the chat. Apparently, it stopped picking my mic up because I was actually responding to you, and apparently you weren't hearing it.
Wasn't hearing you at all.
Yeah. So yeah, what the other guys in chat was asking for a link to the actual video. So I was like, oh, okay, here you go.
All right, so
hopefully we'll have another person watching soon.
I am out of my mind.
Like normal.
Bugger fuck.
But yeah, what I was actually saying was what I was saying in response before was that.
Thank you, Daytona.
What was that? Typically, when I make a joke that somebody would be offended by, what ends up happening is they just look at me and go, "You didn't just say that, did you?" Because they just can't believe poor sweet net cat would have that kind of humor.
I believe it. Of course, I've hung out with you.
Mm-hmm.
The power of knowledge.
You're welcome, Daytona. Oh, I was happy to help.
Scroll down when it comes up. It usually is right below the motorcycle company.
Yeah, I noticed that. But since I'm actually subscribed to you, it did pull you up pretty quickly.
How's that for a necklace focal? It's Tiger's Eye and Onyx.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
I have always got a million schemes in my head. So whether or not there's something that I should actually say out loud or do in front of people is the thing. It is dumb. And I've been noticing YouTube has been unsubbing people again lately. Susan.
YouTube is a fickle mistress.
Come on. I mean, I'm getting all these super chats. Don't they want to encourage the people who are actually making the money?
You would think so, but then they kick somebody like Ricada Loff who makes them tons and tons of money, because some people got their fifis hurt.
You know, to quote a friend of me in Daytona's, off to the shower with your fifis. Go cry in the shower like a real man.
Yep.
And yes, he knows exactly who I'm talking about. And she says it quite often, doesn't she? I'm sorry. I can't feel this sympathy for these people who are censoring.
No. Whether I like what you say, whether I like what a person has to say or not, I don't want them censored.
Same. I want every voice. Even people I find repugnant, even people I think are going to say something stupid that's going to get them in trouble.
Yeah, just let them get in trouble. Let them show us who they are.
Reveal yourself. Oh, dumbass fuckers. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much.
So, in the area where I'm at right now, near my mom's place, they have this whole issue that's been going on this whole year with Grand Gateway. You've heard me rant about. I'm sure you've heard me rant about.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting because it all started right before Dad died. And it was playing on the news, and they were talking about, what does this mean? And what are Native people going to think about this event and stuff? And my dad looked up and goes, good, I'm glad the fuckers out of themselves. Maybe then people see how bigoted they really are.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, pretty much, yeah. Because my dad's like, I'm glad they can do it. My dad was the one who always said he hated the whole idea of forced service, that you have to serve somebody because it's otherwise considered bigotry. So, because he said, let them reveal themselves as a bigot. Why would you want to give them your money? If they don't want you in their store, why do you want to give them your money?
Mm-hmm.
He always said he'd rather the bigots were right out front where he could avoid them than hiding in the shadows.
Yeah. When something like Twitter hides a post, it's like, okay, you've also just made it so that no one knows that the person just said the bad. How about letting everybody see that they said the bad?
Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Pretty.
I am right around and lighting torches in Dark Souls 2 right now.
At least it's torches and not farts.
Well, that comes next.
Why is Hunky Chunky there?
Possibly. There's a big monkey around here. He's probably that ape from Sekiro that throws his poo at you.
That sounds like a junkie.
Yeah.
Let's see if we say his name enough, he'll appear. Should we just say like monkey juice, monkey juice, monkey juice then?
Yeah, just like Beetlejuice.
Oh fuck! What's wrong with us? Many people have pondered this question. None have revealed the answer.
Nope.
But now my audience over here, because this is not just airing on my channel. Now my audience on the other channel gets to see how screwed up my friend is.
On your other channel?
On the other channels. They're not mine. They are Pop's. He's the one backstage that said stuff. This is simulcasted on multiple channels.
Oh, I did not realize that. Okay. So then, hello to other people.
And yeah. And my system is glitching right now. I wonder why.
Because it doesn't like you.
Or maybe it doesn't like you.
Nah, everybody likes me.
Maybe it's going, you let him on. I'm not going to work with you anymore. Here, let's offend the SJWs. They're bone. They're real bone. I use bone beads a lot, in fact.
SJWs are annoying.
And they're fun to annoy.
Hell, recently, all that you really need to do to annoy them is to say that you're going to buy Hogwarts Legacy.
Then again, I've got somebody who's on the other side who's claiming that I'm misandrous because I actually admitted that I've been assaulted and I won't give him my details as to where and how.
Yeah, go away.
It's like, no, that's really creepy. Why do you want to have people's personal information?
Mm-hmm.
Dude. Creepy, 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 creepy. Warning, warning, danger.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Beware of the creeper. I mean, hey, Prismatic. I'm sitting here trying to make focals and earrings because I got bored with everything else I was doing because I can't focus. In other news, ADHD is real.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I mean, we're a few days into 2014. I've already had somebody claim that they were a writer and they didn't even know there were two meanings of the word view. I've already had somebody try to explain to 4 autistic people what autism is based on, I know autism. I've had intimate relations with somebody who was autistic. Yeah.
And I help people who have autism.
I'm sitting there going, at this rate, I'm just like already, could we just either have a meteor or the next year, please? Because it's already a fucking wash. As long as these idiots are still running around, we're toast. Let's face it.
Yeah. I just got an old whip. Whip it good.
Kinky. I still don't believe you because I know how he dresses and it doesn't stick out. You can keep saying that all you want, but I don't believe you. Like I said, I'm still a bit sick.
Yeah, don't just have you tried, not being sick?
If you were a douche, try washing your mouth out with soap. I mean, it may hurt a little. Luckily, I'm not the one who has to go through it, so fuck it.
Yeah.
This cough I've had for the last couple of days is irritating as fuck. And yeah. I feel like crap today.
Like I said, just try not.
Yeah, what Daytona said. Whenever you start to feel sick, just look in the mirror and whisper, "Stop it."
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I mean, we see plenty of people all the time, especially online on Twitter and Facebook, saying that every illness is faked and every person who says they have any illness is faking it. And
Yep. Are you saying that they're wrong?
yeah, I'm saying they're dumb fucks. I know.
But it's Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter's right about everything.
Twitter's right about nothing. That's correct. I know. I feel pathetic, so I make bad jokes. It's what I do.
Fine.
Okay,
It's
and
fine.
these are my beautiful little sterling silver ear hooks that are plated by gold plating. So precious on precious and nice.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter is one of those things I call a necessary evil because it really is one of the best ways to get things promoted and shared.
Yeah.
But it's also a fucking cesspool.
I find it fun, though.
Since I'm on it promoting stuff, I kind of find it fun going around and smacking the trolls around it and kind of wading into the cesspool.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's bad. I know it's wrong thinking to do that. I know, bad girl, right?
Nah, it's fun.
Well, here's the thing. I could sit here and worry constantly that I have to raise like $4,000. Or I could go on Twitter and find an idiot troll who's saying sexist, misogynistic bullshit or misandrous bullshit and slap him around a little and give him a virtual punching, and I feel much better.
Mm-hmm. And other people who are watching can get some amusement out of that.
Uh-huh. Bone earrings on sterling silver with gold plating with jade stones. That's not cheap, right?
Nope.
See, I have some really good supplies, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
So, should I just sell these off to the first person who's willing to offer something for 20 to 25?
I don't know. I honestly don't know how much it's worth.
Let me put it this way: most bone beads sell for about $3-4 each. In selling to the maker to make stuff with them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're on precious metal with other stone.
Okay.
Like I said, I think that's a fair.
I was actually more thinking that might be underselling it.
Yeah, but I tend to get my supplies pretty cheap, and I always feel bad feeling like I'm gouging people. So
Just remember, if somebody is willing to pay for it, you're not gouging them, because because according to them, it is worth it.
I will say this. Okay, this goes back a few years ago. I found this old Swarovski crystal breast cancer ribbon ornament, stayed up and dirty at a flea market for a couple bucks, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, you're coming in and out now.
And made the football necklace with $50 like that.
Whoa!
Yeah, I kind of noticed. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. It had you roboting a little bit, then suddenly I got everything you said sped up to like 3 or 4 times.
Like I said, my system is being really fuckity tonight.
Yeah, that was odd.
So, in essence, I fixed up this little thing that was a couple bucks. I threw some like pink quartz stones and some crystals and stuff on it, and made a chain for it, and posted a picture online. So look what I made out of the stuff I reformatted from the flea market. I think the total necklace probably cost me about $5 to make, because of everything was taken apart from stuff I bought in bulk at that flea market, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had it posted for 2 minutes, and I had a message offering me $150.
Nice.
I'm sort of like, okay, I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
That's when you go yoink and thank you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, to be fair though, those Swarf ornaments like that usually are $20-ish. And I had several stones on it that would cost a few bucks each when people get them. So I mean, retail, it probably was worth about that.
Yeah.
But it's like, ooh, holy crap. I didn't put much time, money, or anything into getting that much money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see me digging because, again, most of the stuff is stuff that I took apart or frogged, and I've make into things. And take care, Daytona. So, it's an interesting situation.
Yep.
So, you know what the term frogging is when it comes to arts and crafts, right?
It rings a bell, but I don't have a specific idea for it.
It means you're taking apart something once made to make something new out of it.
Okay.
It's basically like upcycling is to steampunk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an old term for it. I can't remember why they named it that anymore, but my niece loves that was the term, because when she was little, she'd go, frogging, ribbit, ribbit. She had a little bit of an obsession with frogs.
I see.
Which I still pick on her about today, which embarrasses her because she's in college now. I was telling her the story of when she was chasing the frog around the riverbank trying to kiss it when she was 1.5 years old. And she's sitting there going, like, Auntie, shut up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Geek Hero. Well, of course they are. And I've been doing this slot on Fridays for a while, and there wasn't that many from our inner circle that were streaming at this time on Friday. A little before, a little after, but this time wasn't usually that busy. Now it's getting busier, and more people are doing shows here, and all of them. I mean, but if I can make somebody happy in my day, then I didn't piss them off and I failed. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and green turquoise and bone beads are the second pair of those bone earrings. which is a little more stark contrast.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the kinds of things that you're going to want to have either sell right away or put into the offer to try to sell at Crazy Horse. Because anything bone and tribal sells really well in that gift shop, as you can tell.
Yep. I can imagine.
Oh, Geek Hero, I'm in a lot of circles. In fact, I have about 2,000 channels I watch.
Yeah. I'm subbed to a lot.
But there's this like side of me that just wants to see how much I can make, create, and do that'll make other people happy. And then there's this side of me that just wants to flip everyone off and tell them to go fuck themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not always sure which side's going to win. And hello, Parrot Head. Yes, I know. You always greet me with sandwiches. He does, doesn't he? For some reason, that might be escaping me at the moment. I thought it was a good idea to do my stream even though I'm sick, which I'm starting to wonder about. Because I don't think I'm the most mentally stable today, even for me, which is saying something. Boy, is that saying something.
Mental stability is it's prized over much.
Aw, Parrot Head. Who's going to tease and torture me if you can't watch? I mean, I have amber stones here and shell that I'm making into a set here that are similar with the same sterling and gold-plated hooks. See, I kind of like, even though they don't tend to glimmer and shine as much as the fake stuff with the crystals and stuff, I really, really, really love real stone jewelry, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a big fan of the over-polished, over-perfected gemstones they use in the fancy jewelry. Where they make the tiny little gemstone in the middle of a bunch of sparkles. It's like, ugh. Yeah. I don't think that's that pretty to me. Oh. But I made a few pairs of earrings. Just kind of whip them together here out of leftover beads. So, all of these are kind of really high-end, really super fancy, expensive supplies.
Okay.
And I've got 3 pairs so far. Maybe the way you feel about me. Boom, 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 boom. I have no idea what Pops is thinking right now. I don't know if he's actually seen me when I start getting weird when I'm sleep deprived or sick. Hi, Zoe Pops.
He probably just knows you're crazy anyway.
Oh, thanks. Fuck you too.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're too used to me if I say fuck you too and you just go, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I get for making friends with people online. I mean, Exhibit A, folks. Watch who you become friends with. Or you might get stuck with someone like this. They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yep.
Beware, 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 beware. I might be losing my mind.
It's already gone.
No, it's not. It's just
I thought we already
effective.
covered that. I thought we already
It's just
covered that.
effective. We've had this discussion. It's not
It's
gone.
trying
It's
to
just effective.
it's trying to run away.
Well, if you had to talk to you, would you run away?
Maybe. I know. I do know that there are some people who do.
I can't blame them. I'm just saying.
I'm lovely.
No, you're not. You're a friend. You're not lovely. You're funny looking. And I'm pudgy and middle-aged.
Nah, I'm still lovely.
No, you're not.
My wife thinks so, so that's all I need.
My husband thinks I'm beautiful. I keep saying that's love goggles. Love goggles don't count.
They do if I want them to.
When you have somebody besides your spouse who thinks you're attractive, then you've got something.
I have had that plenty of times, actually. So,
So have I. That just tells you how blind people are. You know it's fun to give you shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so planned out my next few pairs, and let's get to it. Boom. I mean, I could technically end the stream, but at the same time, fuck it. Part of me wants to, and part of me goes, I wonder how many pairs of earrings I can make in another half hour or hour. And would anyone buy them if I did? I mean, I know your wife's not the jewelry type.
Yeah, and she tends to make her own jewelry too when she wants jewelry.
Like I do?
Mm-hmm.
Although I will say, even being one of the people who rarely wears it and usually makes your own, every so often it's nice to get somebody else's creation.
Yeah.
That's just from personal opinion and experience. Not a bad pattern. Sparkly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. So maybe I'll just hold out and stay on the air until somebody's dumb enough, nice enough to give me a super. Nah, I was a test. Okay, Hunky's not watching because he would send me at that time just to tell me to get off air, just tease me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm testing my friends. So what? The point is, I still love you all. Even if I do think you're all crazy fuckers. Why is some weird old stuff in my head? I think I'm brain defective.
Well, we already knew that.
Well, I did let you up here, so.
Mm-hmm. That was definitely a hint.
No, that was a flat out telling. I like watching, because I like to watch a lot of the frontiering homesteader shows kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching Alaska, The Last Frontier. We were watching one of the episodes from a couple of years ago, and he screws things up royally and kind of slides the building down the hill a little bit where he's trying to move it. And his wife is sitting there going, "You will fix this or your wife will make your life a bleeping hell." And he's sitting there, because this is the one woman in the show who's really softly spoken usually, and you've in 12 seasons you've heard her swear 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And she literally said, "I'll make your life a fucking living hell." And he's looking at her, and as soon as she walks off, he looks over. Guys, we gotta get this fixed. I really screwed up the bleep bleep. It's like, I'm like, oh shit, she's pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the woman who, because his cousin did not let the kids on the air at all when they were under 18. He did not want them to have anything to do with TV. He didn't want people to know who they were. They can make that decision as adults, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
These two are very open, showing people their going through parenting as the kids are little. And I remember there's this interview a few years ago where they were asking him, well, don't you worry about the kids' safety and stuff too, like your cousin does? And he goes, no, because if anyone tried to mess with my kids, Evie just shoot him. And she's sitting beside him going, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sometimes you gotta be aware of those quietly spoken women because they can be really don't fuck with me kind of women.
Yeah.
But I love that his response was, no, if they tried to do this, she'd just shoot him. It's like, just relaxed about it. Like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Why should I be worried about that? Come on, look at him. It's like, look at my wife. Would you want to take her out on a fight? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that reminds me of one that we dealt with a few years ago. Somebody that we knew at the time tried to tell my husband to control your woman. He just looked at him and, no, you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what are you, nuts?
Control your woman, he said to you.
He said to Steve in front of me.
Yeah, not to you, I mean about you.
and I'm sitting there, yeah, I have very much support. I'm very much against the whole feminist thing and stuff. That said, you do really sexist shit to me. I'll still make your life a living hell.
Mm-hmm.
There was one guy that was, when you deal with inner city churches, you deal with a lot of these psychos who are trying to take advantage of the church or stalking women in it or other shit,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This guy was causing all kinds of problems. And I'm sitting there trying to tell him, you need to stop acting like this. You need to stop saying those words in the church.
Yeah.
And he decided to tell me just to sit down and shut up. I'm not listening to a woman. I was sitting at the time when he said that with my goddaughter in my lap. By the time he finished saying it, I was standing. And my goddaughter had run and was hiding. And one of the church members went between me and him, and my husband was grabbing me from behind by both arms.
Mm-hmm.
And like, as soon as he said it, they were like, stop her.
Yeah.
It's like, And, oh, look, now these guys are protecting you. And they go, dude, we're protecting you. That was one of those moments where they're like, if we don't stop her, she's going to kill somebody.
Yeah.
And that would not be good.
No.
And like, there's sometimes I hit that button where it's like when people say certain things, I'm like, you did not just stupidly say that to me.
Mm-hmm.
The construction workers, when I was telling them to get their crap off my lawn and actually do their job right because they were blocking my driveway, decided to tell me to go back in the house and shut up. And
I remember you telling me about this one.
they tried to threaten me to stay in the house or they would do things to me on my own steps.
Mm-hmm.
About that time, my husband let go and ran inside. He was calling their supervisor. By the time I could start yelling and cussing, he was in the other end of the house calling their supervisor, going, you better come get them. It was about 2 weeks after that their supervisor told my husband that they were avoiding being around when I left the house because they were scared of me. I wonder why. It couldn't possibly be because of that temper snap, right?
Oh, of course not.
Nah. I'm just sweet and innocent. How could I ever offend anybody like that?
Nope. You'd never offend anybody.
Nah. And so I'm the one who caught the guy sleeping in the wheelbarrow behind the movie theater who was supposed to be working on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about things to do. And I thought about things to do. And yeah, I'll report it to the supervisor. And oopsie, the little hose that was trickling water got moved from the ground next to the wheelbarrow into it, leaking on him.
Yeah. And it looks like I am being visited by a kitty.
Yeah, I can hear the wow, 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 wows.
Yep. Meow. It's food time for him.
Oh, so that was a selfish meow.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was a feed me, you stupid human meow.
Yes, yes.
Those are fun meows.
Mm-hmm.
Meow, meow.
Wow, 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 wow.
But I suppose I probably should wrap this up since I am pretty sick still. And I am pretty pathetic. So if Pops wants to come on and do the ending stuff here for me, follow him at Netcat Media.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good guy.
I try to be. I can be a bit snarky sometimes, but that's about it.
I mean, we torture each other, but it's all in fun.
Oh, yeah.
Ta-da! If Pops heard me. Dee-dee-dee. I don't know. Ta-da! I don't know what he wants to run at the end of the show tonight, so I forgot to check. I'm trying to think here. If I could get attention. I'm not sure what's going on. So, 1 second here.
So, like usual.
We have to point out how nice Parrot Head is to me. See?
I got you.
Yay.
I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah, it's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work.
In a world where creatures of myth and legend exist, a covert task force is charged with keeping humanity safe from supernatural threats. And when young Nancy Moon stumbles into the eternal battle between good and evil, she finds... Oh my God, will you shut up? What's happening? Agent Beckett here. Aren't you tired of stuff like that? Want something different? Roll the tape. Whoops. Sorry about that. That's a song I'm writing for my ex. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Alrighty. Welcome to the world of the mythicals. We have it all. Monsters. Magic. Government agents. He's the strong silent type. This guy. Ugh, gross, dude. Get some kind of cream or something. Lots of 90s style action. Pew pew pew. And that strong female lead alluded to earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention a dashing field commander with a great sense of fashion. Look at those glasses. South River Studios presents The Mythicals, Issue 1. Buy it, if you dare. Ugh, will you can it already? How'd you get free? Now beat it before I lose my cool. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today. Like right now.
Sign up today on Indiegogo.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add